Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Taco Bites, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 190. Coverage begins ETH Denver 2023. It was day one here in Denver. Got in late last night, but not late last night. Yesterday evening, after we pulled off a 30-hour drive straight from New York to Denver, which was a pretty good drive, as well as hosting a marathon, I think 8-hour Twitter space. That was fun. Shout out to TJ for joining tonight, and those that will be coming out later on. Tonight is going to be a quick bite. Happy to have you up, TJ, anytime and every time. I was getting ready for um, all of the pieces of ETH Denver and the events around that. It will be fun to do. So how are you doing tonight, TJ? Are you getting ready for the Phantom launch tomorrow? Yeah. Yep, it is going to be interesting to see how that goes. So really, we're going to have a quick run over of who we've gotten to meet so far. Going to have some interviews set up with some of those from Tinker Chain on Polkadot, building right now and getting ready to go to mainnet parachain. So that's pretty cool. One of the side projects that they're building out is Polkadot's first meme chain. So a zero utility blockchain that's secure. And but had some really good conversations tonight with the founder Gabe and Dakota. Dakota I met last year during Polkadot Decoded. And Dakota and I, we talked a little bit, got some cool pictures with Mr. Gavin of York, aka Gavin Woods, and talk with him a little bit and meet. But what they're building is some pretty cool things. One of the things they're looking at is creating an entire Polkadot ecosystem marketplace for NFTs and NFT transfership that will use Xeum to translate those NFTs over and port them out, which will be a really cool process to see them do. One of the things that we are excited about is setting that up, and we will be back in just 1 second. I have to check and make sure our do not disturb is turned on. All right. Sorry about that. Just didn't want that to delete the piece. One of the really cool things that we have going on, we got to meet with our builder team. We are providing a little bit of service and support to ETH Denver. So we'll be helping with some of their podcast stuff on I think, 3rd and 5th. So that will be really, really cool. And happy to provide support so that these organizations can keep giving back to the community, and they do that based, it doesn't necessarily take work or take time, but a little work like a retweet and a share or something along those lines goes a long way. Showing support to those that matter to you. Really sort of help the word grow. Was able to meet up with one of our longtime friends and other worldwide Degen travelers, but Shaka, um, and got to meet with his friend from Madrid, Spain, that is here, and we're going to be working to set up an interview. But then he also invited me to become one of his alpha beta testers that they've opened to about 30 spots, but they're going to become being live streaming via an NFT. So live stream will be broadcasted through the NFT itself, which sounds pretty interesting. So we'll have fun to try that out, see how we can integrate that, if that gets integrated into TacoBytes, or if in some other way it is followed through in on. So that'll be fun to see. Really fun to see how that goes out, and honored to be able to get picked to be part of that. So
Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing on your end?
I'm good. This is my right now. I'm in the morning, so I just wake up from the bed. So how is everyone? So I'm happy to join the conversations. No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
I don't actually know what you guys are discussing, but I just feel like joining in order to ask some questions, in order to understand what people are discussing in the community. So I just saw your post and I decided to join the space. And I hope everyone is doing well in the community, or I might call it family, from family to community. So when when you keep persisting on what you're doing and feels so great about what you are doing, on a very good day, it's going to exaggerate and turn out to be a great something. So I don't actually know what you guys are discussing. So I just decided to ask some questions concerning the good work people are pushing in order to make life good. So I'm really
yeah,
excited to be on you guys' midst. So here now is morning, it's not evening. So I'm not in. So that is it.
yeah,
I welcome the good ones that are just joining the space.
yeah. No, so no, welcome. It is one of those things. Just doing a quick bite tonight, sort of covering East Denver, which is one of the largest conferences of the year that sort of helps start off the conference cycle for um, both as a protocol conference and project conference to a huge hackathon and buildathon. Um, so we just got to Denver yesterday to be able to provide coverage for that network and work. Um, a lot of deals for the projects that we do work for. And so it is um, one of those things of just giving a quick coverage of that as a little out of time zone, but was talking about one of the really cool connections made tonight was with the founders of Tinker Chain on Polkadot and some of the things that they're building. And just really the enjoyable conversations that had today at with some of the builders. We'll be providing interviews with a lot of the different teams tomorrow. So just sort of covering that. Literally, just sort of tonight was a having to wait till last minute episode, but we'll be coming in tomorrow afternoon, I think it is. We'll be once we are up and running, and be providing various interviews throughout the day and having a blast as always. So yeah, that is what we are talking about tonight. And then because I am a Degen of the highest order, one of the tokens really having a lot of interest in is called Zen token, XEN. And so was asking another friend in the room whether or not they were getting ready for the Phantom version of the chain token, as the token is on 10 different chains. And they're going to be launching their NFTs on Phantom tomorrow after they've pretty much done a new chain. Their token is on 10 chains, and they have NFTs on 3 chains. And they're going to be launching their fourth tomorrow on Phantom. So just get people getting ready for that, and that will be really fun.
Wow, 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 that's really great. So I really understand what you said right now. So that is very nice. So I'll keep waiting till tomorrow, Sha. So that is it. Thanks. Thanks for your explanation and your listening. Thanks.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so that is what's coming up today. That's what's coming up tomorrow. Other things, big pieces on just some of the things that, just finished getting over some a TLDR of um, WEF and what they are doing at their most recent conference. They do virtual disasters. So not real disasters, but they global responses. And so sort of interesting with their take on the WEF today, and what the WEF is doing. And Coin Bureau provided a lot of good black backstory to that. So if you get a chance, please look up Coin Bureau. Really good news source there across the board of doesn't matter what your taste is, you will most likely find it in one of Coin Bureau's videos. Um, and so yeah, no, but that is sort of what we're covering today. Um, Market's taking a downturn. For those of you who have seen, with everything from ETH down, Bitcoin is down. Um, uh, Hex is a little down today. Um, and it is good to sort of see that build piece there as it starts to slowly return. We're hoping that um, the market all the way across everything from near Solana, ETH, and Bitcoin are all down, and then a lot of alts as well. So it will be interesting over the next couple weeks. And when it comes to trading, sometimes I use what I call the Costanza effect. Good news makes me bullish, but it makes the price go down. I remember, I use that strategy a few times when good news comes out. People sell because they're so risk adverse that they don't want to have what they've been holding possibly lose value because it's going to be doing something new. And so that's one of those weird, this is the way type of things. So with that, body is still fighting time zone changes. It is midnight here, just after midnight, but it feels like it is over almost 2 in the morning because in New York it is. So success, we have real quickly 10 seconds on the spot. Words of wisdom, sir.
Well, you have 10 seconds on the space.
Yeah, not a problem. We do it every day, and we will be on multiple times each day throughout the next couple of weeks as we interview different teams and work to get that data and information uploaded. Um, it will be really fun to showcase a lot of the new things that are being built. So we will have a blast with that. And so Success. One of the things we always usually how I usually end all these spaces with are words of wisdom. Um, and so I give put people usually in the hot seat. So you have 10 seconds. You have the floor for your greatest advice of the day today.
Wow, wow, that's very nice. I thank you for your I can't wake up for your one wake up. So all I can say is that in every situation or organization that are like this, so everything you wanted to do in life, you just have to have patience. In the first place of starting a something, there is always difficulty in order to make things right. But as so far you keep persisting, keep pursuing it, I can say you are going to make it if you couldn't give up on the way. So that is it. Because all I can say is that in everything you want to do in life, you can easily put it in your mind, put all you can in order to achieve it. You know, you can never make something in a day, but you can achieve it as you are pushing it, and a kind of having some courage and energy in order to pursue it. It's in every situation you have to exercise some patience, have faith in it that on a very good day, this thing is going to yield you a lot of things that can make life easier, achieve, that can put smile on your faces. You know, sometimes you may find something difficult when you have not started doing it, but when once you start doing it, you may see some ways in order to make it possible, in order to make it start working. So all I can say is that whenever I want to do something, put it in action and start doing it. So that in a very on a as in, you might not know what that it may add to you, but so far you start doing it, it's going to add you a lot of things that you are not expecting. But if you don't start doing it, your mind will be putting fear in you that if you may start this thing that you are not going to achieve it or achieve nothing. But when once you start doing it, it may hear you a lot of things. It will give you some ways. It will start open some ways in order for you to make it on what you are trying to be, on what you want to achieve. So that is all I can say. Likewise, uh, uh, as community, it was once a family till when it extended to a community. So why if Richard Hart was thinking that he's not going to make it, if he stopped, he might not reach the level today that the S communities are. So when once you are kind of starting to do something, you just keep in mind, have faith, have some patience that on a very good day, it's gonna yield you a lot of things. It's gonna make it as it's gonna make it possible. As sometimes fear keeps us backward in order to achieve what you're supposed to achieve in this life. So when once you kill the fear in you, I think you are going to go far in life because it will take you to higher places that you might not expect. So that is what I can say. That is what I can say. Any community that you are into, like me, I'm into S community. When the community is on vehicle, is too very, but I had faith and I have achieved some things from S community. So that is it. That is all I can say. So keep pursuing, keep persisting on whatever you are doing. Everything is gonna turn to be good on a very good day. Thanks for your listening.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for those words of wisdom. We end tonight with our usual words of wisdom. A closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. Um, and with that, we end with the joke of all jokes, and the joke how we end every single night of Taco Bite. It is going to start and success. I don't. I might need your help on this if you know how the joke goes. If you know, knock knock. Success. Do you know how that joke goes? Huh. Looks like we're gonna end it. We're gonna have to answer that joke ourselves like we usually do sometimes. But knock knock. Who's there?